Hi, hello, and today I am going to talk about erotica, men erotica. There are a lot of photo shoots I've made with the ladies, but the most easiest probably been with the men. Why I'm saying it is easy with the men? I think that men do not require that much attention. There are guys who are confident and there are guys who are doing it first time. When there is a first time, there is always something behind it. Sometimes it's nerves, sometimes it's an experience, and sometimes it's, both, right? So erotic photo shoot at my studio for men, it's a very exciting session for me because I believe that, woman for men can maybe explain more. And men most of the time want to create something for a woman, right? To show opposite sex, right? How he looks like, how hot he is, right? How intelligent, how good looking, how smart, how stylish, how sexy, you know? So that's very important. And when you want to present all these elements in the man, when I'm shooting photography, the confidence is the main key. Women would like to see a strong man, confident man, brutal man. That's what they want, right? And so that's something what I shoot or advise or help to create, not necessarily all the time. But when I speak about men photography, usually it is portraits, right? And then men are very happy to start and create erotic photography, you see? So usually I experiment. And then again, men photography starts uh, from portraits, but then we create body shots, right? And then men are interested to create explicit photography, erection shots, right? So there are many ways. There are many ways how to end the photo shoot, but the start is most of the time the same, right? Headshots. There are men, okay, who are not interested in any portraits and they are ready to undress and perform nude and they enjoy being naked and have lots of fantasies to fulfill and show, okay, and talk about, right? So there are different men and they want different photo shoots, right? But it's most of the time excitement, stimulation, challenging themselves, bringing the confidence out, proving something to themselves, creating an old fantasy, right? Or making hot and sexy pictures for his girlfriend or wife. There are many reasons why, but always there is a fundamental one. Even if people will say this is for fun, it can start and be for fun, right? But when you create art, and when I make my sessions, and my sessions are a freestyle, right? Then I shoot till the best result. Then I allow them to create and I even stimulate and push them, right? Check the limits. That's what I do at my studio. Okay, so people are able to relax, connect with themselves, and of course, connect with me and create amazing things. And when I speak about erotica and erotic photography, I always want to remind everyone it is not about the lighting, it is not about the background, it is not about what watch you were wearing, or it is not about, what shoes or whatever. Nothing is important when you're shooting erotica. Energy. The right codes, sexual, confident, body and face, right? And then doesn't matter, okay? So, like I say, I have a main focus, and in my opinion, being yourself, right? Trying new things, experimenting. This is something what develops that confidence. You can't be very confident when you're undressing if you are not undressing. You can't. You cannot get hot and sexy pictures if you're not. No, seriously, if you're not hot and sexy. You can't. The photographer can stimulate this and create an illusion, right? But energy, for me, it's the key. When people are shooting erotic photography, they want beautiful, hot, and sexy shots. And the confidence, for me, it is very important in those shots, especially when you're shooting a face, right? So there are people who feel nervous, scared, embarrassed, and shy. And at that moment when they feel that way, the confidence is somewhere far away. Because when people are confident in their body and in their mind, they don't feel shy. You know, you can't feel two emotions at the same time in your body. You cannot vibrate two frequencies. Okay, so when you create erotic photography and sexy photography, this is one frequency. This is a confident vibe. And when people are scared and nervous, terrified, or whatever they're thinking, how they vibrating, they do not feel this directly. But you cannot be in that same body. So for me, the first and foremost step and achievement towards erotic photography is to be relaxed and confident about things what you're doing. And when you are performing naked and undressed, feel confident about doing this. Because at that moment, when people are worried and scared and shy, and what if someone will see, and so on, and these kind of things going on in your mind, right? That's what happens. The sexiness and the hotness fades away. Okay, so we focus on that, right? And for that, of course, I need to create an atmosphere that my people who perform in front of me, they would feel confident, right? So I make them feel good, and I understand their expressions. Every time when you shoot erotic photography, people have certain things stuck inside them, like an energy or an emotion in their body. The same with women, the same with men. And when they start shooting and when they start performing, there is a lot of energies and vibes that coming out, depending on the way shoot goes on. Okay, so regardless of everything what's happening, sometimes shoot takes longer than it's supposed to. There are people who are very healthy and relaxed, and erotic photo shoot for them is another adventure, exciting thing to do, right? And there are people who are really stuck with certain cycles of negative energy. Keep thinking and thinking what bad would happen to them, and not able to let go till it makes them crazy. You see? And the thought about performing and showing intimate parts, sometimes it's very exposing and it's too much. That is why there are adults who are choosing only to perform in a dressed environment, and when they are dressed and they can shoot underwear, maximum boudoir photography, but nothing too much, right? No explicit, no nothing. There are people who can achieve only that, and that is fine. Everyone has their own levels. My mom is always thinking about my business. And once she said to me, Julia, why you have a dressing room? I said, what do you mean? She says, anyway, everyone is shooting naked. And I said to her that dressing room is a good thing to have because not everyone is brave like you, mom. People would like to come and dress and then take their clothes off and undress. And the dressing room for people who didn't bring anything or didn't thought that they want something. There is options to choose and there is options to wear, and there are options for ladies as well as for men. So this video about men erotica and men photography, and I just wanted to say that it is really lovely. It's working with men because I started working with women and then I moved to men and then I started doing couples. And couples is my jam, is my gig, and I love it, but this video is about men. So continuing this with this topic, there is a lot of positive things to say about men. Like they are more relaxed about their aging. Aging is the most terrifying thing probably for a lady. Woman is very much upset about aging, I can tell you. And it's not taking it easy. So when I shoot women, and especially it's in an erotic photography, there is always a situation and we always have a discussion about the aging, right? It brings up some kind of issues. When we're young, we're all beautiful. When we're aging in a certain way. And women especially, after birth, are affected more than men. Okay, I'm not saying that men cannot change after birth, but women is most likely, yeah? It happens. Okay, they change mentally, they change physically, they change emotionally. Women change after birth. I'm not saying that men don't. But what I'm saying is this, that the erotic photo shoot for women who are in change and in the aging mode is a kind of a critical situation. And when you are approaching photography in general, and I'm now going into women shortly, but that's a compliment. I will end it with the compliment to the men. So women are very reactive, and men, they are not. And that's what I love about men. Men really taking easy the information that they are aging, and they're getting old. Right? Men are more relaxed. That's my main point. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you see, woman is very obsessed about face when she is aging, okay? And men, I can tell you, they only obsessed about one thing, about their willy. And so, when they're aging, the willy is not changing. And so that is why they're not so much obsessed. And not that sad. That's my conclusion. And because there are a lot of men here on my live, give me a thumbs up if I'm right. Give me, don't be shy. I am thinking that men are easier at creating erotic photography and creating in general some kind of artwork which includes them. They're not that much critical towards aging because they prioritize not the face but in that intimate part. It's that the most important. The whole world, I think, it turns around it, because there are not many women who is worried about, small or big vagina. No, kind of. That's not really an issue. We do not discuss this issue. But we discuss how women aging all the time with the ladies, especially we speak about aging face. And then when I'm shooting men, we always talk about their willy. Is it good size? Is it small? Is it big? What it is? How is it? We discuss that. You see? Because that's the focus. That's where erotic photo shoot goes. Okay, it always goes down. From the face down, you're shooting face, then you're shooting body, then you shoot a lot of things, what includes men's private parts. Okay, and men, they doing it so that to show their woman. So that the woman will say, wow. This is hot, okay? This is hot. But men also enjoy the process, especially there are some men who would not shoot it with men ever. Men photographers, so they look for a woman photographer, okay? The thing is that they cannot shoot it with men. I understand, okay? I understand. But what I'm going to say now, and it's not everyone would like this, I can tell you that only men approaching and offering me inappropriate things. Okay, when I'm having a discussion about erotic photo shoots with men, very often men allow themselves, okay, to offer me some adult services, or not even offer me. Sometimes they think this is naturally includes in a photo shoot, and that is, I'm not saying it's inappropriate. I'm saying it's sad. It's sad that men would think this way. I'm saying this is professional service. You know? And if I'm really going to be good. And not even yesterday. And today I discussed with one young man, usually they are in their 30s, that they think that if they would be so hot and sexy, that I would be tempted. That's the terrible part. That's unprofessional, I believe. You see? I don't know where this logic comes from, but I can tell you this is the only downside working with men, because every time when you receive a booking from the man who would like to book an erotic photo shoot, I am very much concentrated about the details, and that is my concern. You see, because men, they think that they can ask me certain things which are not appropriate, you see, which include, adult services, right? So that is much more than a photo shoot, you see. So that's the thing. And the other thing, what it is, it's not that upsetting. I don't know, I don't want to continue in this topic, but I'm just saying, right? So, okay, another thing what I was going to talk about is also I have spoken with one man on TikTok who sent me a message. So he and his girlfriend, he is texting me, and no. The story started like this. He said, my girlfriend really, really wants to have a cuckold fantasy, and she wants him to watch her. And I'm very neutral in those situations, but this is an erotic fantasy, and this is something what is very popular. And I shot many situations and scenes like that I have created for my clients. And also I've found models. I hired models on their behalf, male models, right? Bulls. That's what I hired. So this guy was saying that they have a guy. He found a guy, everything is fine. They're looking for a photographer. So there are couples who would like to create erotic fantasies. They're really bold. They're really brave. They're very experimental, right? And they're usually younger couples. And they don't have money, you see, so they're trying to go around it, and they're trying to find an agreement with me. How they can do it. You see, and they're writing situations like that. So there is a thing, I opened Telegram channel. There is a new channel, and I'm going to show my artwork. I have been an erotic content creator for 20 years, and I have created a lot of things, very interesting scenarios with models, with couples, right? Couple threesomes, cuckold fantasy shoots, right? There are behind the scenes, and different kind of photography, right? GIFs and movie still. There is a lot of things I would like to show and present to my members, and this is going to be a membership. And situations like this, erotic fantasies, it's a very popular topic. Very popular topic. And there are so many adult workers who would like the arrangements like that. Okay? So there is a niche and need for this type of photo shoot, and couples can make and have a certain agreement, you see, because I might be interesting to create a certain fantasies, okay? And that is something what I wanted to tell, right? That there will be maybe some kind of an agreement on the affordable side, okay, in my studio, right? For people, if I like, this fantasy and scenario and stuff to shoot, why not, right? We can create something. So that is my idea. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to invite everyone to my Telegram channel. Because people who love adult art, they would enjoy everything what I made. And of course, it's art. And you could see this, that I have a certain view about things, and I have a certain favorite, topics that I would like to cover. Okay, and this is usually includes nudes. Okay, people when they're undressing. So that is why for me it is very hard to to run a social media channel, because I do not have much to show. Everything is restricted. You see? Everything what I do is nudity. It's so funny, I'm laughing at myself. So that's what I'm saying. I have to go live and I have to tell people. I can't show them anything, right? So you can come and find me. It will be on my latest post, the link, if you want to find it, right? So thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to finish this. I'll just answer some questions, right? So today's main topic was about men photography, and I said a lot of compliments to men, why I love taking pictures of men, how straightforward and easy, and they are very good to follow instructions as well, men. If the women are more creative, the men are creative, but they would listen. They would more listen. Okay. Hello from the state of Pennsylvania. Do you have a good day? Yes, I do have a good day. It's not finished yet. Do you have abs? Do I have abs? Yeah, I do. Would date Putin on a dinner date? Would I? Well, that's a very rhetorical question. Because you're asking erotic photographer. An erotic photographer, it's a very experimental mind. Okay, and it's not that much experimental now when I think about it. I was offered to create a fantasy with animals, and I rejected. Because I love animals. I don't want them to be in adult movies or any kind of stuff. So that's something what I rejected. I against this. And Putin, I don't know at the moment if you see, I would like to feel that person's energy. I am a thermometer. I would be interested to feel, but in the same time, these people who are over there, they have a lot of alter egos, and these are demons. And they are kind of dangerous to meet, because humans do not see this frequency, how they operate. And when I say this, because I worked 20 years in adult business, I've seen it. Alter egos affect people. They are obsession. They also affect their sexual attractions and moods, and even sexual intellect is impacted by alter ego. They're not necessarily all the time bad, they are different, good demons, bad demons, but they are there. Okay, and there are many, and they rule the party. So you see, they can enter They can enter you usually while you're having some kind of an intimate connection. But with people like that, you don't know. They maybe can can attack your system even, through the distance. Dangerous thing. I don't know. It will be dangerous for me. It will be maybe memorable thing to do in terms of adrenaline, but I would think about it. Okay, Tinder. What do I think about Tinder? Tinder. I can tell you a very positive thing. Okay? If you are in the right vibration and you feel yourself and you know who you are, and this it means to every dating person, you would have a right vision, a certain vision when you would see a match and you see who is not. It will be for you clear day and night. It's not even a vision. We kind of have this second sense. Sometimes people even don't see this. So we read codings and we have a certain vision. And sometimes people are so much confused that they even don't see when they see themselves in a mirror, they see the wrong coding. They do not see how beautiful they are. Or there are illness when they are anorexic. They think that they are fat, and when they look in the mirror, okay, that stick which looks in the mirror and see the reflection, thinks in opposite that it's very fat body. And actually you would look at it and think she's anorexic because she's thin, right? But her vision, her codes are changed. And that can be undone energetically. But affects physical action. They do not see it. At the end of the picture, the reflection comes distorted, right? So there are a lot of psychological conditions where are affected via emotion. The emotion was the trigger, emotion feeling, right? The block, okay? So Tinder, what I was just saying is that still, the majority of the opinion maybe comes that this is an adult business situation, right? But I do believe there are normal people out there, and I do believe, okay, that if you are connected with yourself and with the world around it, you will spot your match. And again, when I'm saying match, I am wrong, because I just recently changed my mind about matches. All my life, okay, I've been doing dating photography. I was thinking that I'm looking for a match for that person. And I was asking, how would you feel with that person? What do you see? What are the features of that person? And they try to describe it every time. And I would think about this. And then very recently, I've just realized that in our soul, fragmentation happen, and we are not looking for anyone else but ourselves. And that person who would be spending time with us will be doing nothing but showing us ourselves, reflecting us, and reacting into us. So the search, when you know what you're searching, actually you have to know yourself and understand and listen. This is very interesting when you think about the life as a game. Because when people start thinking as a life and the game, and that they loading every day to the same game, with the same commands, with the same rituals, they thinking the same, the patterns thinking are the same. So they loading every day into this game, okay? But when they playing this game, they a lot of having anxiety, fear, disappointment, resentment. There are a lot of negative emotions relived in that day, right? But when you think properly about this, right, that this is just a game and you just have one day, then people will stop wasting their time, because the most important thing is them, how they're playing it and how they're feeling it on that day. And what is the point to feel all these emotions if the next day they will load again into the same game? You will not disappear anywhere. And so what happens is that different levels or different someone was saying that Earth is a school, and it's so true, because there are different levels, different classes, and everyone is just going through one to the another. And then there are people who would carry this, information with you, and you are meeting people as well to upgrade your softwares. You see, you think you are meeting your partners? No. These are special robots like you. Well, they made a software upgrade. It's like an Apple doing for iPhone from the main socket. Seriously, there are so many things going on. But coming back to the Tinder, I can tell you one thing: if you know yourself, right, you would understand the game, and you would find your game and find the people who are in your game. Because when you are outside your game, you're getting punished. And then what happens is system is terminating you. You're getting ill and you die. But I don't want to talk about this. Okay, let me just quickly check the messages. And I finish about Tinder. Tinder is the place where maybe there is 1%. Okay? But there is. And I am very positive always, and I believe in that 1%. There is. So if you believe in that 1% and you know that you can find it because you know yourself, then you will choose that 1%. Doesn't matter that there are a million people in there. That's how it is. So if you think this way, Tinder, it will be the right place for you. I would never say no, because it is an attempt. As soon as you buy that ticket, you're going on an adventure. Okay? I can tell you. It's just everything is inside you. What you're showing, what you're displaying is what you're seeing. That's the game. It's the mirroring. And these people, like I say, they're coming to show you who you are. Right? So let me just... I pay you gold. Okay, you pay me gold. Thank you. Thank you. No. Seriously, you don't know how life is generous to me. Okay, there are the people who need gold. Life is really generous to me. And I'm very happy. And the reason why I'm coming here, because life is very, very generous to me, and I have to tell this information to other people so they can go level up on their adventure. That's why. Okay, they will start thinking, then they start seeing things. And their eyes, they will be readjusted. Upgrade. I will upgrade your retina with my artwork, right? And what that means is every art is an emotional healing. If it's made by heart and with God. And adults need adult art. And I'm not gonna say more. How are you gonna learn if you're not gonna watch, right? If you're not gonna see how the other's doing it, what the other's feeling it, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, let me just go to another message. Oh, damn, I love to put some coffee. Coffee, okay, not cream. Hi, hello. What room did I join? Oh, it's my channel. Julia Winter Studio represents erotic photoshoot. So I am discussing today about men erotic photoshoot. Okay, and answering these questions, okay? My face is so red. I can tell you, adults don't have this reaction. They don't blush. You have a child's face. or child's brain. One of two things. Or your body reacts, or your mind reacts. Okay? Adults do not blush when they speak about adult things, because this is their topic to discuss. So don't blush, yeah? But if you can't help it, you have to process it and go through this, right? Pictures. What about a good kisser? A good kisser is the first scenario what we would try at my studio. Kissing is great. I can tell you how it little bit annoys me, because we do a makeup for 1 or 2 hours, and then the couple joins for the first scene, and I can tell you that's why this patience just developed through the years. But at the beginning I was much annoyed and unhappy with the husband or the boyfriend. I was thinking, oh my god, can he not wait like 5 minutes till I will take these nice portraits with these beautiful lips and beautiful makeup before snogging her? That's how I felt. Now I do not have this reaction. Okay, I didn't take her pictures nice, that's fine. This is their decision. They are adults. I'm letting these things go. Before I was worried, right? So that's about the good kisser topic. Yes, it's always yes. And kissing pictures are also very good, you know? Okay, Dan, who is fine as auntie is this? Who is fine an auntie? An auntie. Okay. I like your accent. Good. Crazy is a bad word. There is no good and there is no bad. Thank you so much from your hearts. No, I am not from Russia. And we French are brave. Hello, hello. Blow me a kiss. Oh, not in the mood today. I'm like tired. Okay, so I'll bring wheels and cheddar cheese. Would you ever mess around with a 19-year-old? No, I don't think so. A lot of fans as you shot, I bet. A lot of fans as you shot, I bet. Hi, gorgeous. Okay, and nice to meet you. I'm from Puerto Rico but live in Texas. I always wanted to go to Puerto Rico. I always wanted to go. Thank you for texting me. The smell after a few shots. Yes, that's a good question, because I can tell you that the smell changes, especially when couple is married, in love, and have relationship, desire, and passion, and everything is going on with them. The smell in the studio 100% changes, and every couple has a different smell. And there were couples who smell was too strong for me. I can tell you. But that is their hormones, boiling, pheromones are coming, and a lot of, passion and fluids and whatever is going on, you see, because I don't think that my couple should restrict themselves. And that is one of the reasons why not every woman photographer would consider adult photography. It is complicated to run the couple in a sexual mode, in a peak mode, and in any kind of mode. You need a lot of years of experience how to go about it in those moments, and how to stop people, because you're shooting. Yeah. And that's what this is the first thing what my students, photographers, would learn, is how to interfere and interact with the couple. Because again, I want to remind everyone, erotic photography and erotic photo shoot is not about lighting, it's not about even your fantasy, it's not about anyone, it's about the connection. if the connection of couple and the photographer, or client and the photographer happened, the client will do wildest things, craziest things. And if the photographer has a kind of a magical powers, they will do even more. They will do so much more that they would be in shock from themselves how far they went during the photo shoot. And like I say, erotic photo shoot is not about a lighting or a posing. It's about how far these people can go with you. Because, for men, why men are complaining to me all the time when they look at my artwork? Why men would like to see my artwork galleries? Because for some photographers, it is a long way to go ahead till they reach those type of explicit, crazy, wild shots. And in front of me, people relax. They can make noises. They can make noises, and I'm not saying on only climax. The body makes noises, and then it comes with the smell as well. There is, like I say, there are elements that other photographers would never go there. For a simple reasons like this, there is always a smell, and I can tell you there is less smell when you're shooting corn. No smell, basically, corn. Because when you're shooting corn, people doing it for money and for fame. They're not doing it. They're not going there energetically. They're doing this. They're just doing it in corn. And when you shoot a long time corn, for example, when I shoot, sometimes it happens I have to shoot a lot of scenes, and it's like 4 hours of shooting. You can, you're bored. You're getting bored after 2 hours of this. You see? So that's what you're watching, majority of you. And you do not understand this because your eyes are too blind with the filters. And the people who are higher, they can recognize it. They're already not wasting their time and not watching it and do not feed the demons. That's why this is a population of like a herd of people, and they all been an energy source because they've been entertained in a certain way, right? So that's what I think. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you want to join me and find me, because I come and go, you can check my last post and find my Telegram, and join my channel and connect with me, and that would be really nice, right? And what I do is I will show you my art, and you will be able to communicate with me and say, Julia, I like this is great. Julia, this one, I don't like. I would like a communication with you. And that's why I need people, because for many years I was making this and hiding this and not showing this, and now I realize that all that time I was creating not for myself, but for other people. Okay? So that's why we are going to be launching adult galleries in 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. Okay? In 2 weeks. And you will see gifts, you will see movie stills, you will see videos, you will see couples videos, you will see ladies, you will see threesome. You will see. Okay? So that's what you will see. So these are options. Okay, and it will happen in my Love Adult Art channel, which will be private, and there will be memberships. And I'm not going to load all the content because it's not possible, but I'm going to launch in and every day updated. And every day updated. And that is my plan. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm inviting you to my Eros channel. Okay, Eros channel, and I'll see you later. Let me just quickly, 84 messages. Let me just quickly answer this. Okay. Your shave spot is clean, I bet. Someone is looking at me, but seeing down there. Okay? I don't know, I'm not gonna. I think that's genius. Thank you so much. I just worry about my health. Okay, every worry about health starts in your energy field. Okay, people usually are not connected with themselves, they do not feel it. The change happens before you get ill, and then the illness strikes, and then everyone is surprised and thinking, oh, how this happened. No, it changes already in your energy field. A question: what are you into? Ooh, what I am into. I am into erotica. I can't live without this topic. I think about this every day from the moment I was a child. I had this kind of obsession. I think this is a demon inside me. I think this demon makes all of these arrangements and everything happen so he can have fun. Okay? Because the life in here on earth is boring. And everyone has their own demons. And some demons who you have like alter egos are killing you. Okay, so my one making money, it's fine. Okay, so that's what I'm into. You look amazing. Thank you so much. As long as it's clean, of course. Magnificent, thank you. And the beautiful girls, sit up, pull your hair. I don't tempt you. 30s or 45, closer to 50. Okay. Okay, and you must be upset. No, I'd rather go out to a restaurant. Food is another obsession. Okay. Okay, are the men hung like horses? For a model job, yes. For a model job, but majority is not. You are cute for being an ethnic. You have beautiful lips, thank you. And my goodness, girl, you finer than cat hair. What that means, fantasy mom. Okay, I read as much as I could. Julia, your accent is magnificent. Lithuania. Okay, that's where it's from. Hello, you are gorgeous. Okay, thank you so much for today's your time. I hope you enjoyed seeing me. Of course, everyone got my energy. Right, so everyone having a great night. I am letting you go. I am letting you go and see you later. Thank you.